So my radiator's broke, which I'm kind of okay with the way I've got my speakers positioned in the room at the moment. And I'll give you a tour of the office at some point because you'd be surprised what I've been up to. Anyway, the radiator's broke. So I've normally got this ceramic heater that I'll blast for a little bit in the background, and it's mind-blowingly hot. You can only have it on for about 5 minutes. Shut the door, and you're nice and toasty. But because I'm doing these videos back to back today, I've got a bit of a cold, and I can't really have it on in the background because it makes a bit of a noise for about 5-10 minutes when I have it on. So I'm freezing. I'm gonna do another couple of videos, maybe 2 or 3, and see if these races qualify, and then call it a day and upload them, because I need to have a hot cup of coffee before it gets too late. I don't want to be up all night with old man bladder and wide awake, and then I'll upload these because I think it's given enough of an insight so far and a good example of what you can do from a first impressions type video. Just to recap, got your stake here, back and lay, hedge if you need it, cash out if you need it. This will give you your cash out profit during when your bet's been placed. Confirm bets off if you want to press the bet button and have it go straight to market. If you have that, you'll have to click a confirm option after you've selected the bet, which will slow you down. And as you can see, I'm looking to back in the latter stages of the race, so the last thing I need to be doing is clicking that, then clicking that, etc. Lay liability. So if I was to lay, it's always going to be whatever my liability is set at. If I was to take that off, it would be a fixed stake, so it would be odds dependent. As you can see with the red numbers there on how much risk I'd be taking to actually get £2 profit. We're not laying today. I've just got that on just in case I clumsily with my sausage fingers click on lay by accident. Quite easy to then trade off, you'd hope, enough time, and these things happen, so that's why I've got it on lay liability. I could also put that down to 0 stake if I wanted to, but anyway, I have faith in my own ability not to do that. The horses at the moment 2:57 heading down to the start of the race, and yeah, as my hands are like blocks of ice and I'm really craving a nice strong espresso latte, I'll do the more I think about the latte, the more I just want to do one more video, but we'll see. I'll maybe between 1 and 3 videos, and then we'll go from there. But hopefully today this has given you a good idea of how you can use this software. By the way, you can resize, just so you know. I know you're looking at this. I haven't even touched on this because it's not anything that I'm too confident with, to be honest. It's not anything that it's useful information. I'm sure it's got something to do with the speed, or could be completely wrong. So I'll need to discuss this with Nigel. But at this moment in time, the only tools I'm using are the way the horses are jumping compared to the leader, the speed, the length back, and really just gauging it from there and seeing that the 3 furlong point kind of where how the race is panning out with regard to who I'm most confident is going to win the race at that point. So that's how I'm rolling today. There are a multitude of other ways you can use this software, but I really just wanted to demonstrate how cool it is, how useful it is, how something that you can use on a daily basis to make a lot of money with over the course of a week, a month. It can be a brilliant income generator, It's fun to use. I love all this geeky stuff. Looking at the race from satellite, you've got the edge in the market, so you're ahead of what the video stream's showing. It runs ahead of the video stream as well, which is excellent. So this race is due off in, well, any second now really, just coming up to the minute. So they're just gathering at the start. You can see it going onto the track now, and they'll be ready to jump shortly. I'll do this race and the next, and then I'm going to have a break for a coffee. And this is giving you a good idea of what you can expect with this software and how you can use it on a daily basis. This staking is really just for demonstration purposes, so you can obviously set this to whatever level you like and whatever is most comfortable for you. Anyway, we're off and running, and these are the three that have gone ahead. We have it's a hurdle race. As you know, we've got 2 mile, 7.5 furlong, so it's going to be another long one. And number 4, 5 and 6 are the obvious horses there. Well, number 3 is also doing well now. In fact, you could literally draw a line through the market here and not have a clue who's going to win at this moment in time. So I've got a feeling when you see races like this, you can usually think, well, I usually think that it's going to be tight at the business end. And as the strategy today is to back around about 3 furlongs out, look for the winner, that might be a tricky one in these sort of races. So yeah, it might be a tricky one. We'll see. At the end of the day, we're dealing with giant animals and tiny men and women strapped to the back of them, running them around a field. So a lot of factors to consider there. Bloody hell, looking at the graphic at the top, it's like watching car racing. Right, so number 5 and 4 and 6 all seem to be having a go. Let's focus now. We're getting halfway through the race, so things should start giving us an idea at least how things are going to go for the main contenders in the market. There's a big gap leading up to the next run of 4 hurdles, which you can see here. So with the setting we have, this stays the same on the leader at any time, and this will show you in comparison to how the leader jumped, how the leader is ahead at that particular point in time. So we'll see here over this hurdle how in comparison number 5 goes over this, and he goes over it well, and number 6 probably went over it quite well, and they seem to be gaining on number 4, which is obvious because here we go over the next hurdle. Number 5 seems to have the momentum. But again, there's a line of horses. You know, it's very early days. Got 9 furlongs to the finish. Making any decisions yet. We'll wait until we've got another 6 furlongs under our belt. I mean, as tricky as these races are, the better we get at using this software, there'll be obviously more value on these tighter races where you got horses are relatively even, not evens as in evens, but relatively closely matched odds. Don't know, the camera fell out the sky for a second. Right, so number 4 is still holding its ground, but this horse doesn't look like it's going to win. It seems to be going fast, so we can discount that. Discount this. Number 4 is slowing down though, so I think number 5. Then it seems to be having fits and bursts with the speed. I think number 5 at the moment has got the momentum, and number 1. These 3 probably, although it is speeding up. So it goes over this fence. Okay, so number 4 is still holding its own. Leaning towards it. Let's see if we go over the penultimate fence. Number 1 coming up strong. About 2 to 3 furlongs to the finish. Right, so number 4 is dead. Something happened to it. I don't know what happened here. Blackjack Kentucky. It's gut falling away, but it's saying that it's winning. I've got no idea, guys. This is a technical glitch. Caught on camera.